G'day viewers, I just wanted to talk to you today about something that I totally forgot about when installing my new tower, and it's these guys, the insulators, and why you need to put them on guy-wise. About a week ago I posted a video saying that ready for the, excuse the dog in the background, the antenna's ready to go up, and somebody just happened to mention, how did you go with your insulators? And oh geez, forgot about those bloody insulators. So I'll just hop down the tower and you can have a bit of a look, see what they are. Obviously the KC wire goes through one side, so depending on the direction, and then it's got the hole there for the other, so you've got one hole there opposite to the other hole. That's so the wires obviously don't touch. And why do we need insulators? Because they become an antenna. They can emit RF, and how they do that is because of these things. So the wire itself, as you know, can be used as an antenna. I'm using 3.2 mil stainless on my antenna tower setup. That's plenty. The tower's it's a two-stage hills, and it's 7.5 meters wound down. And I totally forgot all about the insulators. Now I've got a fairly long wire that goes to the front of the house. There's my dipole there, but as you can see, that guy wire disappears towards the front of the house, and that's about 12 meters long. 12 meters. Ring a bell? Yep, it's a resonant frequency. So what you need to do is, when you do make a tower, make sure your insulators are at a length that it's on a non-resonant band. So I've picked 4 meters. So I've had to cut the wires off, put the insulators on, and I'm about to hook it all up again. What I did do, and I had the foresight to do it, I'll just show you a couple of little tricks that you may want to use yourselves. When I cut these, and I'll get one over here that I haven't mucked around with yet, I thought that I would cut the wire just a little bit longer and have a little bit of play. Now I've got about 300 mil there of extra wire that I really didn't need to use. As you can see, they're just cable tied on. It could have been a lot shorter down here, and I thought, no, I'll just put a bit of extra wire on, because you just never know how these things are going to turn out, especially if you're using the buckles as such, and the crimps which I use here. Just get those from you. Get these out of light so you can see it better. Yeah, I just use these guys. They're all stainless, 316. All this turnbuckles and everything are 316 stainless steel. I use 2 of them. And another thing I also do, and I learnt this a long time ago, is when you cut the wire, it can fray a bit on the end. So what you do, you wrap some insulation tape, just about 2 or 3 turns of insulation tape around where you're going to cut, and cut it straight down the middle. And what happens, that keeps the wire together and stops it from fraying out. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I've left the insulation tape on, and that will usually hold the wire together. Sometimes the cutting disc, and that's another important thing to use. Get the right cutting disc when you're cutting stainless steel wire, or rope, whatever you want, a cable. I use a 1 mil disc, and it just slices straight through it. Yeah, so that's today's little project, is to put the insulators on. Obviously I've got 2 ready. I've got to do the other one, but what I'll do, I'll get these all hooked up, and I'll get on to the front one, and then hopefully yeah, the next project will be checking the SWR of the analyzer on both antennas, making sure that they're fairly good. As in a previous video, they're fairly low down to the ground, but I don't think that'll be too much of a problem. It may move just a tad. I've been assured, and previous experience says that they may move a little bit either way. So hopefully all these the 2-element beams resonant on 20, 15 and 10 with the trap, so I can't see anything really major happening there. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, don't forget to put insulators on. Lucky somebody mentioned it to me. I completely forgot about it. Yeah, just completely slipped my mind. Okay, if you like these videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and the next video will be about the checking the SWR on the rotating dipole and the 2-element beam to make sure that it's all okay before we start the next part of the project, which is taking this down. It's not overly hard. I can see it down here. I'll just move this ladder out the way. It's on a pivot point. You can see that, so that just lays straight down over across the backyard. We've got plenty of room over there, even with the pole on it. It's still about 2 meters off the back fence, which will keep the neighbors happy. Yeah, so that'll be the next project, taking this down, putting the rotator on, and putting all the antennas up, obviously, doing all the coax, doing the control cable for the rotator, getting that sort of plumbed up, and getting it ready for antenna installation in the next week or two, hopefully. Okay, 73s for now. Thanks for watching.